I rarely sleep more than 3 hours per night on a trip.
Wow.
Because it's always like
Really?
content, putting
That's
the content on there,
crazy.
like downloading everything, backupping everything, like going through my slides.
Meet Mark Jaspers, the creator using Meta smart glasses to turn a one-shoot day into 3 months of content. From Lisbon's rooftops to viral videos, he's redefining how fast creators can move. This is the future of content, and it starts now.
How did you get into shooting with Meta smart glasses initially?
So I'm a tech geek, and people that know me, they call me like Gadget Mark. So I think even someone called me a cyborg because I have cameras everywhere on my body.
Right, right. Yeah, I noticed.
You have noticed, true. It's like, why is everything is flashing and blinking?
Yeah.
So I started in my like freelancing career I think like 15 years ago, just like doing photography and videography, and I did that one now again after my studies and working in marketing. So I did social media, so I help companies and like build their social media, and I realized it's about the person and not about the product and service. So I tried to like get the founders and the business owners on front of the camera, but we all know how weird that feels. So at a certain point I had the glasses just for the behind the scenes, so I used my phone and then tried to capture behind the scenes. And I realized usually when you have this kind of like phone in your face, you get like 10 IQ points dumber. You
Yeah.
like start to stutter because we're not used to that one.
Exactly.
You can learn that one, but you're not used to that one at the beginning. And you know how like business owners are. They're like impatient. They have little to no time at all. And the moment that you want them to like rehearse and study and get used to something, they like completely zone out. They're like, oh, like let's skip that one. Let's just do the product
Yeah.
or the service. And with the glasses, I noticed like I was like literally the moment where I recorded,
Yeah.
then I was like, this is not working. I put away the phone. And then the founder was like as natural as possible, telling the whole story that he told me before as well. And my cameras went like, doo-doom, recording stopped. I was like, wait a minute. And I looked at my phone and was like, this is perfect. And this is when everything started to create content as easy as having a conversation.
Then it clicked for you that
Yes.
it's kind of, this was a really nice way to record content.
Yeah.
With these founders.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Because there's like a shift in general, then a natural like passion, seeing like what the market needs. It's kind of like the person behind, the face behind, not more behind anymore, but like push in the front. And then the second part about the technology, like I always had like tiny cameras, but this one was literally like someone look in your eyes and they cannot be any more like authentic, real in the
Right.
moment.
Yeah, that's super interesting actually.
Yeah.
It's a kind of a new way to shoot content. I haven't seen anyone doing it before. It seems like your business is quite unique, or what would you say?
It's funny. I have even talked to people of like Ray-Ban Meta. Sadly, not really like personally, like, you know, like we're like every week we're like exchanging. Someone of like Meta is watching this one, reach out to me. Like, you know, like I would love to like start develop the glasses more and more together. But right now it's like I am a brand ambassador with them, like affiliate, and they give like pay for like creating reels with the glasses, and also for university student project they like gave me a free glasses. So this is like how this partnership is like going on in there. And I was talking to a few of them like on an exhibition, like a conference, and they said to me like there's no one currently out there. And at the beginning I was like, should I hop on this podcast and like talk about it? Should I keep it a secret? And I realized quickly, the more that I have this entrepreneurial, freelance, building your business mindset, I'm like, I'm willing to share as much as possible, because I would love for people, if they think about the same, want to get into the same, like rather to reach out to me and go like, I love your idea, I love this thing, I've done this one at the side, can we exchange more? Because someone will either way buy from me because they like my nose, or the way that I'm like, you know, like printing things out, like smile, my glasses record,
That's a great sweater.
or they are choosing someone else because of their personality. And also the world is so big, they're you know, demand and like offer, completely cool. And if someone is really thriving, why not doing a partnership? You know, if someone is in America,
Yeah.
and there's like a client popping out and reaching out to me, like why not? You know, like exchanging. I think like this whole like freelancing is like we fight against each other. I don't believe in that one.
Yeah.
It's more like share, grow together, and for me also like that's why we're here, trying to be a little bit of like an expert kind of like thing. Like people know me, and then they reach out to me.
That's super cool. Yeah, and you have a wonderful personality, I must say. So I can see why people like to work with you and why things are going well. What does like a normal shooting day look like for you, basically?
Okay, that's really cool. Like, I started with like going to a video studio, photo studio, and shooting content there, and I quickly realized this is so staged. This is not real. This is like too perfect. So I swiveled away from this whole like let's do like a content day in a studio, and I moved completely towards like if you're a business owner, if you're a founder, and you are invited to speak on a stage, if you're having a business trip, then invite me as a personal content creator, and I come with you from literally like we meet at the airport, we fly to the place, go to the hotel, we go to the event, the next day or the evening, like the speaker's dinner, and then the next day we're gonna fly back. And a typical shooting day literally just looks like the moment that we meet, same like today. I just like hit record on the glasses, record like a tiny moment where we hug or we high five.
Yeah.
And we have these kind of like genuine moment. And then I'm like with them, traveling with them. So also when they are like meeting people at the venue, you know, like, because these human interactions are the things that make us resonate with someone.
Right.
And then in between, like I always have like my big camera with me, of course, because I love to shoot not only videos on the smart glasses, but also on the other side, always like good and very high quality pictures.
Yeah.
On stage and off stage. And we know, like sitting at the airport, being in the airplane, being at the conference, being on stage, off stage, preparing the last slides. We all know how that goes. But social media is tending to not show these kind of things, so I try to capture the moments. So that means I use dead content space. That's how I call it. If you wait half an hour or 20 minutes for an Uber or having a coffee, this is dead content space. You would usually like check emails, and this is the time where I just go like look at my questions that I prepared, and I will ask a question and go like, okay, how do you usually work with stage frightening, or are you nervous before a talk? And then I hit record and I make them have an answer to that one.
That's super cool. So you use that time in between to ask questions and make some content?
Yeah.
That's cool.
So the goal is to have like on one day create 3 months worth of content. So we have a mix of like photos, and we have a mix of like tiny video parts that can then like be shared in social media and used everywhere. Yeah.
Very efficient. So you cram that into one single day?
Yes.
Shooting?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Because after that one we can create like round about like 15 to 20 like video pieces. If you publish like one video piece per week, and then you can also like crank it up like with pictures that you have along the way. As I said, like sitting at the airport needs nothing to do with the event itself where you have been. You can literally post about like loneliness as an entrepreneur, or how something changed over the time of like traveling, or what you love in traveling, or what your travel hacks are. But our face is our logo, and no matter what kind of like company you work for, don't hide behind that big company. So this is why this like personal brand is so powerful.
Yeah.
To like push that one out there.
Someone said people don't buy from companies, they buy from people. Right, that's the trend the last few years. It's been more and more going in that direction, I guess.
Think about it. Like if you are in your village, or in Germany, you have Spätis everywhere, like the tiny mini market. You go to the one where you feel the most connected to the guy behind the counter. And the moment that we know in like big and small companies, like the work is stressful enough every day. So the moment that I pick up the phone or I'm in a meeting, I want to be in a meeting where people are that are fun, that I like, that I love exchange. So
it's all about people.
Every time,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
And if it's not, it's about the price, and you don't want to be a company that is just like be chosen for the price.
Yeah, exactly. What's your most interesting client you work with so far, you think? Any fun story there?
Wow. Okay, it's really hard because everybody's like super different. Like man, woman, like half a day event to like a 3-day event, from Captain Fenne to Dubai. Like everything is in there. But what I really love is the moment, and this is what every client is doing. They're making me become part of the team. Like no one introduced me as like, oh, this is the guy who's like doing a little bit of social media. And this is Mark, and he's with me, and I can be within United Nations senior advisor in a super private, exclusive environment. You know, like with police and bodyguards and like security clearance and all that stuff. And they will still introduce me as like, this is Mark, and he's with me, or he's with us.
Wow.
So it never feels like I'm someone who's orbiting around. It's someone who's like representative, but also being in the moment. And this is where the glasses shine, you know. Also
Amazing.
for like the good feeling. So I would say Dubai was one of the trips that I really much enjoy, because you know, like 5-star hotel.
Yeah.
And you go like, wow, like
That must have been amazing. Can you tell who the client was there?
So I was with a client who's like an executive coach and a UN advisor, and the goal was to create literally social media for his like LinkedIn to like level up his like appearance in there. And it was a very cool like double event. So one event was like for education, and the other event was like for sustainability in the world. So both of those like topics were really, really interesting. And like I know that I hopped into the call with the client, and it was literally like 2 weeks before that event happened. Like we were working newly together, and he said like, there is an event in Dubai going on, and the optics would have been like so amazing. I'm like, why are you talking in like past tense? Would have been. Let's make it happen. And I was literally like on hold to book the flights, and he was like, okay, let me get like security clearance for you to like go through. Like I said, he just like sent over like the whole like name and passport and all that stuff. It was really, really, really
So
cool.
cool.
Yes. Yeah.
It's so much cool things you've done already
Yeah.
with this project.
Yeah.
It sounds amazing, I must say. So you talk about authentic content creation on your website. I really liked your website, by the way.
Yes. Yeah.
It was unique and really cool. What would you say represents authentic content creation? Or how would
So-
you go about that? Like,
Everything that is not staged in a sense where you are taking over a role, or you are like kind of like starting to be this kind of like super loud and extrovert person, but actually you're, let's say 80%, 70% of the time you're like this one, like relaxed and calm. But for me, the future of like this kind of like you're a business owner, at a certain point you also like want to turn your like knowledge and your service into money. So I want to be as close as possible in who you are. Do you hug people? Do you shake their hands? Do you do this kind of like politician kind of like move with one hand and one thing? We want to get a feeling of like, how is it to be with that person, around that person?
Right.
And this is for me authenticity.
yeah. And you bring that out of them, I guess, more easily with the glasses, because it's so natural, like you talked about.
Yeah.
That's super cool.
It's a mix of those two things. So you have the personality that comes in hand, and the technology. And it's always a mix of both. In an era of AI, one of those things should never be forgotten, that we have both worlds always going on. So that means like, if we talk in person, this is where the personality is coming in. And the moment that we're recording with the glasses or with all those cameras in here, this is where technology comes in place.
Right.
And we tend to forget these kind of like, we go like, okay, let's write a script that is just like solely like focused on or created or generated by like ChatGPT. Instead of like, okay, sometimes you talk a little bit longer, and you can ask questions to go like, or rephrase things or like summarize things. So this is the power of like the human being.
Indeed.
Yeah.
That's why the podcast format is very nice also, of course, because you
Agreed.
have time to elaborate on things.
Yes.
I love this quote from your website: working hard for something we don't care about is called stress. Working hard for something we love is called passion. That's such a beautiful quote. I really agree with that. How important is following your passion for you, would you say?
To find passion is something that I have been seeking all my life, and I was always searching for passion. And at a certain point I forgot that it was right in front of me, because passion for me was always photography, always telling stories, always communicating visually. And it started like literally like having like, you know, as a child, my first camera. And I was not the painter. I was like the take a picture of something, video, always like stage something. And passion, I think nowadays, as a like a solopreneur, entrepreneur, freelancer, I start to focus much more on the things that I really, really drive for and that I'm like naturally interested in. So I'm naturally interested in these classes. I'm naturally interested into that camera up there, into this camera, and how to set things up. And this is what I noticed, if I don't need to take a break from the stuff that I do or like think and wrap my head around, then that's called for me passion. And
Then you reach ikigai, basically.
ikigai is a perfect term for that one. Yes. What are you naturally good at? What is the things that the world needs? And what is your passion? Where's your curiosity leading into? And when I teach personal branding at the university in Berlin with students, I quickly noticed one of those kind of things where it's really hard to know what are your skills and to acknowledge those things, and even harder to know what's your passion topics. And one of the tasks that I literally go and tell them is like, open your Instagram, open your Pinterest, and open your YouTube, and just have a look through what the algorithm thinks that you are interested in.
Right, that's a great tip.
Everybody can do that one, and the algorithm will prompt you with something, and you go like, oh, true, I'm really much into supercars or into traveling, and it can be the most profound things. But if you notice that you're traveling or cars, why not having a look into those kind of topics along the way?
Right.
Why not working for companies that have to deal with cars, or maybe you can drive a nice car?
Yeah.
And then you have these kind of like passion things that are coming along the way. So you're naturally curious about everything, and nothing can beat passion.
Yeah. That's how you create longevity in a business, for sure. Like,
Yes, like a sustainable business that really is like
fulfilling
yes.
and enjoying
Yeah.
along
Yeah.
the way.
A lot.
That's so true. So how do you split your time, basically? You're working at the university and you're creating content for professionals and experts.
Yeah.
How do you split your time in between those?
So far, the university is like a passion thing. Of course, it doesn't like pay the bills in that case, but it gives me a lot of energy back. There's like mental energy. So I get excited. Sometimes I even learn more from like exchanging with the students than like exchanging with like experts from the field. So it is always worth to like sparking up my mind. And it is one full day of university, and then the rest of the days in the week is for the business.
Cool.
And so far, like, I am going with founders on there, but it's always like a sprint. Like you know, like travel with them, you're gonna be there. I rarely sleep more than 3 hours for a night on a trip.
Wow.
Because it's always like
Really?
content, putting
That's
the content on there,
crazy.
like downloading everything, backupping everything, like going through my slides. Also, like every time that I'm being in a new place, I always see things that we could do, or the schedule changes, so I adopt. Or the energy of my client is like a little bit low, so I go like, you know what? Let's sit at the pool, or let's sit at the beach, or let's go up here and ask if we can like open up the space to go up there, because most of the times like the venture of the conference is also booking the whole hotel, so they can a little bit like more open. But this is also my job. So I like a little bit of mix of like a cheerleader or maybe coach, or not only like psychologist, maybe not, but like sometimes like being aware of the energy of the other person.
Yeah.
And then to lean into that one, or sometimes I also give them time, and it's like, should I grab you a coffee? You can sit down here, you can go through your emails. Or sometimes someone approaches me and it's like, who are you with? It's like, oh, this is my client. It's like, and then I introduce, and it's like, oh, I would love to meet that person. Then I'm like, it's like, introduce you, and then I just go.
It must be great for networking, your job.
Yes.
You must meet so many cool people.
Yes.
And maybe they can give you clients and stuff like that, like some synergy effects.
It's like a lot of like word of mouth, and it's
Is that how you get your most of your clients?
actually
Through
yes.
word of mouth?
Yes. And the beauty of course, like my business is like the moment that you take me with you on a business trip and you share the content, people in your network see, and whoever is admiring you, but at a certain point ask you like, how did you do that one? How, like, where was the camera? Who was with you? And then it goes like, I also want that one. So this is like the best kind of like way of doing that one. And another thought, and the most interesting people, business owners that I have been with, also struggle with things that beginners struggle with. So one of the biggest things that I hear is like, I don't want to be a show off. I don't want to be someone else on camera. I don't want to be more important than I am. So they're a lot of times they're very humble. And this is also where these cameras come in, or personality comes in. So you're like calming down people, or you prompting them literally is like, when we come there, like introduce myself and like name the camera. So it's also like, you are the techie guy, you're the future guy. If you bring someone with a freaking camera on your,
exactly.
you know, and glasses in there.
Yeah.
So it's like popping up a lot in there, and it's beautiful to see that also those people who made it, they're also just humans.
Right. Yeah, for sure. So many lessons for you.
Every time.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Super cool.
Yeah.
Should we take a look at the glasses?
Yes, please.
You have an
yeah.
extra pair here?
I brought one, yes.
Yeah.
So I always use 2 of them because I would never want to run out of battery. So I just like take it off. And this is the charging case in here. And these are also the ones that are looking like literally like regular glasses. So you have a button on top of here. And the moment that I'm pressing it, you have this kind of like, you see this one, like on both of them? It's like flashing.
Yeah.
So it indicates that it's recording. It's super important.
Right.
And then you can try that one on.
Thanks.
Just like change that one with your glasses.
It's so light.
Yeah.
That's actually very well done. I must say.
Unexpectedly, like
Unexpectedly light
Yes.
and comfortable.
And it's always funny, like the moment that I get like a taste of my own medicine, like
Yeah.
how is it currently to like have someone wear the glasses? It's always interesting because of course it's flashing.
Yeah.
At a certain point we will forget about that one, and it will record up to like 3 minutes, so we can have like a decent talk, and then or like, but it also doesn't get too long. So when it goes like dudum, you're like, true. So what is the next thought that could be packaged in like a few sentences that makes sense as a whole?
Right.
You don't like continuously talk
It
like
puts like some constraints on the whole thing,
yes,
which also maybe gives some creativity,
true as well. Yeah.
because you're constrained, so you have to be like mindful of what you're doing.
I think like this mindfulness of like doing we have on stage, like the moment that we're like being recorded, that we have a time frame when we need to be finished. This is where we're going to be aware and much more like precise of what we want to say. What is the message that you want to get across?
Right.
So I think life should be much more when we want to share something for others as a form of like a presentation, because then we don't waste other people's time. And the more that we experience down the road, of course, the easier it is to like share information, because we have a lot going on as an entrepreneurial mindset, like
Indeed.
but with the glasses as well. So why I think it's the benefit of like not only having someone with the glasses with you, but also using the glasses itself, like for yourself. It's like you literally like, if you have something in your hand, the coffee, the laptop, you are somewhere. This is the real human interaction that we have. And it cannot get more real than that one. So you are literally in your shoes. So one of the greatest things was the moment that I was at a shooting for a hotel, and one of the like 14, 15-year-old, like, are these the TikTok glasses? I'm like, what do you mean? And they're like, I saw them on TikTok, like you have this kind of like glasses and like camera, and I'm like, yeah? And they're like, can I use them? I'm like, okay. I gave it to them and I ran off. I was like,
Okay.
fuck, where's my glasses? I don't see anything. So later on, he was like, oh, it's just, I just went to the court, to the basketball court, and I was just like literally seeing the content afterwards. And if you hit record, like you just like press it one time on your glasses, like on top of here.
Yeah. We can start
Yeah.
again.
Nice.
Oh, okay.
Just one time, like this one, because long time is like a picture.
Okay.
And
so
then
now.
long time is like a video. Now it's flashing again. Yes.
Okay, cool.
So I saw the content afterwards, and it was weird because I was like, I never played that good like basketball. And then at a certain point, I was like, these are not my shoes. Wait, this is not me.
Mm-hmm.
So for a second, I felt like this would be me, I met someone interesting, like also like on this trip, and he's like, I'm a 5:30 a.m. gym guy kind of person, like classes, not gym, like classes.
Oh.
And I was like, what the heck? So if you say something like that one, I'm not, by the way. If you say something like that one, then you attract the right people. But either way, I'm like admiring that person. I'm like, wow, maybe I should also try that one for a week or so. So the moment that we share personal things that are inspiring us, creating curiosity, things that we spend time, this is the stuff where we resonate with the other people. This is the stuff where we're like kind of like connected with other people, like down the road a lot.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so fun when you start walking your path, so to say.
Yeah.
How things start to unravel and unfold and
Yes.
connect, and that's how it works for sure. Yeah. I had a quote yesterday that I posted on my IG, like, action creates clarity, not the other way around.
Oh.
I really like that one. So the more action you take, the more clarity you get. Obviously, that's how it is, right?
Yeah.
Many people thinks that first you need clarity and then you take action. You know.
When I had the last years in my bank account, it was like 1.5 years ago, or maybe even 2 years now. 2 years. I was thinking about like literally quitting my freelancing career as a social media agency. And I noticed I was amazing at delivery. I was amazing at like content. I was amazing, like all those things, amazing. But I was lacking one thing, and it was sales. So from my side, the biggest problem that I had was not fixing that blind spot. How to sell.
Right.
How to identify a problem, how to name a price, and then how to literally close. You know, like how do we move on from here? And the moment that I learned that one was like, it opened up a whole new world. Like, and then I went from like cold outreach, sending messages like emails, and then Instagram. I got my first clients, and now I notice I can be at a rooftop party, and I can have like a 10-minute conversation, and someone either will say like, I want to buy from you, or that's interesting. And both answers are amazing for me.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
And being aware of these kind of like things, of you like investing in yourself to like learn something that you're not capable of. And this is also like what you said earlier before. It's this kind of like, find something where you can start with action. Don't start with like building your webpage, because pretty websites don't sell us. The thing that one of my clients said while we were recording content in an airplane. And on the other side, we need to learn, like, if I can pitch something to you in like 5, 6, 7 sentences, and you want to buy from me, then amazing. I don't even need a homepage.
Exactly. Yeah.
And if you go like, I don't need that one, or I don't understand, then you need to work on your pitch. And for me, it's literally like, do you find time as a founder to post consistently onto your like private social media, especially on LinkedIn? No, we all have troubles with that one.
Yeah.
So I help you in one day, without seeing a studio internally, to create content 3 months. You can schedule everything, and you can like focus on your business again. It's like, wow, how do you do that one?
It's
like,
such a clear value proposition.
Yes.
Like, it's so extremely valuable.
Yeah.
So it must be
It's very like on point for someone to understand.
very tangible.
And this is something, like we talked about passion earlier, and now we're getting down the road of learnings. Also, when you start, like I started, like by building my business. At the beginning, don't be overly smart and creative. Like, what you need to do is like find something where there is a real need and real demand, and where you can deliver up onto. And if these two things are like popping in, then you can literally sell anything.
Yeah.
So for me, I was at the beginning not even selling a clear I was selling an outcome in a presentation of a 3-step plan, but not even one single reel that I have created as a social media agency. So I sold to people without even showing them any portfolio, because I haven't had any clients in that area.
Right.
So imagine, like, just pain point, value proposition, a clear promise, and a step-by-step plan. This is all I needed to have.
That's amazing.
In a 45-minute like online call with a presentation to sell. And I didn't even like build a system. I didn't even like I did nothing. So like only 2 screenshots out of like Canva templates that I like put in there.
That's impressive.
Like think about it.
Yeah. So you went from not being good at sales, you said, but to this master salesman. It sounds like almost.
Whoa! I don't want to have any sales class offered in
right.
there, but I think.
But that's
like,
impressive.
Yes.
So
Like master it. This is what I would like give everybody, like master it, and don't be a smart ass at like the service that you sell. And you can always find, for example, the glasses. You can always find something that's like more niching-ish down. But at the beginning, just like get it going. Start something. Start to talk to people, reach out to people, and get to a critical mass where people give you feedback and they go like, oh, this is interesting, or I don't need.
So that's how you started basically this business,
Yes.
creating this offer
Yeah.
and then reaching out to people.
Yes.
What was your initial channels you reached out?
LinkedIn messages was the initial channel that I have used at the beginning, and then I moved more towards email because I could do like wider mass, like different email addresses, and I got like much easier response rate. And what I did, like I literally bought like email lists from like different providers, and I just like A/B tested more or less, but different fields of work. So it was like from like tattoo studios for like social media, up towards different companies that have been offering like caravan rental spaces or building caravans. And it's interesting to test
Cool.
and see like who gets back to me,
Right.
who has the money, but who's also
Yeah.
curious enough to like start.
What was the outcome? Did you see any patterns there?
Yeah, in the end, the tattoo studios really wanted, but I had no money. And the caravan camping and outdoor field, that these were the people that could see that everybody who's doing it was doing good. And they also had the money because, you know, like during the pandemic, they were like they literally had like orders for the next three years.
Right. They must have been booming during those days.
Yes.
Like some industries really,
Like pushed
like
pushed
the
up there
mask industry, the
as well. Yeah.
whatever, like all the
True.
yeah.
True. But I also realized when it happened like to conferences, I truly believe that you need to have someone inside of your company to push social media. So if you're a solopreneur, it needs to be you who also at a certain point starts to put the camera, place it somewhere and record yourself. At another point, we need to lean into more having someone out of our team, like a junior or someone who's like traveling with you, an assistant, to like give them a camera and start to record content down the road. Because if you don't implement it internally, it always becomes like something that you like book when you think about it.
Okay. Right. So that's your encouragement to your clients that they should do this in their daily life, so to say?
Yeah, and as easy as possible. Like we talked about it.
Yeah.
Like the moment that you're getting out your phone, if you take a picture or a video, do it instantly in the Instagram app.
Yeah.
And then post it as a story. Like, you know, like record, download and post it into the story. And if later on you want to create a reel or something like that out of that one, do that one afterwards. If you want to pay someone to like create a reel for you,
But
then
just
do that afterwards.
Remove the friction, remove the barriers.
Yes.
Yeah.
And don't put more workload onto yourself. It's for me the same thing. If I open an email, and it's like a one-liner answer that could like make that one like be cleared off the to-do list, then it's not worth to put it into my to-do list to answer that email. So it's like one more step, and this. And then more dedicate time to that one, or make it become like a muscle. So for me, like email, it's like 50 minutes in the morning. I just go through all of that stuff. So then I can like quickly go like, okay, this is a bigger task, this is a small thing. I can answer that one directly.
Perfect tips, I think,
Yeah.
overall. It's been a pleasure to meet you and talk to you. I'm so happy we were able to catch up.
Yes,
and
like
connect.
literally last minute, right?
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah, I love that one as well.
Yeah.
And I'm very happy that like the global brand manager of like Selina like connected us.
Yeah.
Because he said like you're always doing these kind of like podcasts in the hotel.
Yeah.
So I was looking at them and I was like, this is so cool. Like I need to meet you. I need to talk to you. And then I think we talked like for 1.5 hours, and then you're like, damn it, I wish I would have like set up all the cameras.
Exactly.
And here we are, and we did it again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Super cool, and good luck with everything.
Thank
in
you very
the
much.
business, and
Thank you very
have
much.
a good trip back to Berlin.
I will.
in a few hours.
And yeah, literally, I can see behind you like
Yeah,
the
you can see
airplanes
the
like
airplanes,
flying
flying.
along the way. I think we
Yeah.
need to get like some B-roll shot of that one as well.
Definitely.
We can put in here. Sweet. Thank you very much.
Thank you, brother.
Nice.
Yeah, super nice.